Come on in, come on in, come on in. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? Perkling? What's really good news? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome, welcome. It's Sunday. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining. Welcome to Sunday, man. 2024 is almost here. It's almost here. So before we begin, like, share, subscribe. We still stomping like a big dog all the way to 900. Oh, trying to get to 1,000. I'm trying to get to 1,000 before we here now. We here. Before we get off in this thing, like I said, like, share, subscribe. I said I was going to talk about this. This was a conversation that I low-key, I didn't think we needed to have. I just thought we knew we had better sense. I want to say some stuff. It's amazing to me the lengths that people will go to disparage somebody. You like to think, because we hear people say it all the time. That's the whole thing. That's the damnedest thing to me. If I know the number one demographic is comics and comic books is the European male, I don't even know why I'm getting ready to say what I'm getting ready to say. What's going on, Grand Mountain? What's going on? You see, I got to squint. If we all know the number one demographic in comic books is the European male, if we all know that, I don't know why I have to do this video. I don't know why I got to do this video. I don't know why yes, I do. Yes, I do. I start to say, I don't know why some people feel like they have to go out their way to say certain things. Yes, I do. You can tell on yourself about how you feel about yourself and other people that's not necessarily you based on the stuff that you do, based on the stuff that you say. You can tell on yourself. So there's the conversation. Twitter. I low-key don't want to get involved and when we do stuff like this because it highlights some stuff. Who would win in a fight? T'Challa or Bruce? No prep time, nothing. They just come in with what they got. They first time running up on each other. Who would win in a fight? If you're not biased and you're not prejudiced, you know how this fight finna play out. If you're knowledgeable on both characters, you damn who your favorite is. If you're knowledgeable on both characters, you know how this gonna play out. You do. Then we evolve the conversation forward. Who's the smartest? If you're knowledgeable about both characters, you already know the answer to that question. Because only one of them is considered to be on Lex Luthor's level. It ain't that many characters from Marvel Comics that we're considering to be on Lex Luthor's level. Reed Richards is one of them. So if you read comics, if you don't do anything but read the Fantastic Four, because that's what he said that it was in the Fantastic Four. It was. It's a Fantastic Four comic book. I don't know what. So if you don't do anything but read comic books of characters that look like European characters, then you know this already. So if you would consider Reed Richards to be a peer of Lex Luthor, and Reed Richards is canon, has said that T'Challa is his peer, then that makes T'Challa Lex Luthor's peer. We done said a lot of things. I know Bruce is smart. I know Bruce smart. Bruce done a lot of stuff. I don't think we're putting Bruce on Lex's level. That's a Now, if you read comics of characters that don't look like me, Mr. Terrific is smarter than Bruce. Y'all like, Theo, no. I'm not the one saying that. They say he the third smartest man over there, right? Okay, well, I didn't write that. I didn't write that. And I'm of the mindset Lex is number one. So if Lex is number one, And he number 3. Bruce number 2. Really? No. Let me keep up with these numbers. Grand Madam, we got Mr. Ray Smith. My mentors are in the building. My mentors with an S at the end are in the building. Ronnie's in the building. Come on, your kid. What's going on? Bruce, yes, like origami. That's exactly how that's gonna go down. No, see, you said how you say you were supposed to feature. I never agreed to that. And Nico, we don't do stuff like that. We don't prep days the day of. Prepping the day of does not lead to a successful live. I knew what I wanted to talk about. You did that. You'd came in and not been wanting to hit the points. I'd have been having to tell you what points I would have been trying to make. You would have went off in left field somewhere. That's what winds up happening when people jump off in your line and try and take over. They want it to be about what they was going to talk about instead of what you was going to talk about. Not saying it's what you was doing. I'm talking about when other folks come in and try and make it so. But I knew what I wanted to talk about. So T'Challa and Bruce get into a fight. Now, there are those amongst us who have been old enough to see Bruce get into, not just Bruce, Clark get into a fight with some folks. Hulk, canon. Spider-Man, canon. Muhammad Ali, canon. And that Muhammad Ali was an ass whooping. And I ain't saying nothing, but he's supposed to know Kryptonian martial arts. And the dude with the sweet feet put his ass to sleep. Bars. Had him bruised up and everything. So, what one individual said was Bruce would win because he's more popular. There's some good coffee. Worldwide, even. There it is. It's official. The Rock With Me Nation moderator is in the building. It's official. So he said Batman is more popular. I think as a country, as humans, we've somehow equated popularity to being right. Those words aren't synonymous. No, those words don't mean the same thing. Popularity and qualified. Popular, qualified. Popular and qualified do not mean the same. I get it, because every 4 years we get confused. Because I still don't know how we've elected an actor as president. I don't understand how we elected a C+ student as president. I don't understand how we elected somebody who is he's a shyster at the end of the day as a president. We don't give two damns about who the best qualified person is when it comes to who the president should be. We don't, and I'll be honest with you. In my lifetime, the governor of California is an actor. Now, if that's, there's a problem. There's a problem if we believe, because politics is taught in school. They do. You can major in political science in college. Like, they got a whole ass major. I don't know how many but I would like to think that as a country, the person we will be elected into office majored in political science, law, graduated magna cum laude. Like, That to me, you running for the president of the United States? Damn who like you. I don't give a damn who like you. I don't care if I like you. That's not why we electing you. You're supposed to be qualified. Crazy. You know, it's almost like the more money you have, the less qualified you have to be for a damn job. Y'all know I ain't making it up. People keep talking about it when folks run up and be like, you elected Biden. I elected Biden because I didn't want Trump. Don't say I elected Biden because I liked him. No, that is not what that was. That's the only thing that was left on the damn table. The hell, I'm gonna vote for somebody that's encouraging an insurrection in the damn country. I know quite a few folks that they had way more reasons to have an insurrection in the country, and they never thought about it. Well, ain't never did it. Thought may have crossed their mind, but they're like, nah, I'm an American. We just gonna make it better and everything like that. Damn, we getting our ass kicked. Damn, we getting dogs sicked on us. Damn, we getting water hoses turned on us. Damn, we getting whipped. Damn, we getting lynched. We just gonna make it do what it do. We not one time. Not one. Even when we said the Million Man March, not one time. And we was there then. Not one time. Not went there and had a peaceful. But they can't tell me nothing at this point in time. Went up there and had a peaceful demonstration. And let society tell it, we all angry as hell. All them angry black men and nothing. Nothing. Even had the dude that let folks tell it, don't do nothing but preach hate and intolerance. He was there talking. Ain't nobody run up on the Capitol. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know quite a few folks that's got an issue with the religion that he practices. Says that religion is violent, that religion causes people to do hateful things, and ain't nobody do nothing. Ain't nobody do. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact everybody that went there didn't practice the same religion. Nevertheless, all them angry black men, nothing. Nothing. Theo, where you going with this? When you say Batman is more popular than Black Panther, Bruce Wayne is more popular than T'Challa. That's a fact. I can't push back on that. I can't. I ain't got to push back on that. I'm just gonna ask some questions after that. Why is that? And aside from the fact that Bruce came out before T'Challa, because there's some characters that came out before T'Challa that's not as popular as T'Challa. And even with that being said, I don't know if Bruce ever did 1.3 at the movie theater. All that popularity Bruce got, I don't think Bruce ever did 1.3 billion. And since let the United States Census Bureau tell it, I'm like the 17th demographic in this country. I know I ain't caused 1.3 billion my damn self. That ain't what that was. That ain't. That ain't what that was. That ain't what that was. So popularity, you say. Do you really want to have a conversation about why Bruce is more popular than T'Challa? Well, let's see here. Bruce got created by 2 European guys. T'Challa got created by 2 European guys. Bruce in the 40s. T'Challa in the 60s during the Civil Rights era. You know who don't mind reading anything about Bruce? Let me say that one more time. You know who doesn't have an issue reading anything about Bruce? Do you know who the comic book company does not have to fear? Thus, they can actually show Bruce's face. America would call them black people. Black people call them black people, but it's black people. Yeah, they weren't afraid of black people and what black people thought in regards to Bruce. No. They didn't care. But now with Marvel, you said iconic, right? Iconic. We use that word a lot. Y'all notice we use that word a lot in regards to T'Challa. Chadwick Boseman, iconic. One of the most iconic masks in comic book history. I dare say only Spider-Man's is more popular. Full mask. Why is that though? Why is that? You know what? I'm of the mindset the average black person knows more about Bruce Wayne than the average white person knows about T'Challa. Now, here's where we're just not going to be stupid. I said this the other day. I'll say it again. If you just read comic books with white characters in them, well, T'Challa been in them. Fantastic Four. Avengers. X-Men. He popping up like I don't know what you want me to tell you. That's where he at. Now, it's at that. Now, I watched Batman, the animated adventures. I did. I watched them. But I also watched Static Shock. No different than I watched Superboy and the Legionnaires. No different than I watched Green Lantern. Damn, I wish that would have had another season. I did. I wish that would have had another season. But now you might not be pressed, and those that don't look like me might not be pressed to have watched Static Shock. Might not have been pressed. What's going on, Miss Keita? What's going on? So when you say bats blew worldwide after Burton's 89 Batman, yeah. What's going on, Victoria? So when you say he more popular, that's because of you. Not because you buying the Batman comic books like that, but to a degree, by and large, you don't see no value in characters that look like me. That's what that is. That's what that is. What character of color is as popular as Batman? Like that's not saying something. But why? Because low-key, you afraid of me. I know they be like, man, stop. And I don't mean you afraid of me as in you fear me. You don't know me. You're not trying to learn me. Thus, you're afraid to do anything with me. You're afraid to put me on the big screen. You don't know how people are going to react with that. You're afraid to tell my story on the small screen. You don't know how people are going to deal with that and everything like that. You don't even want to tell the story of Adam Brashear, low-key, because to tell my story means to a degree you got to admit some certain things. You cannot really have a superhero story with me around as a superhero during the civil rights era because you can't explain it. Because for you to explain it means you got to own it. That's it. And since you ain't apologized for slavery yet as a country, I know damn good and well you ain't finna touch that one. That's what that is. It ain't, and popularity has nothing to do with qualifications. T'Challa would walk the dog on Bruce all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Bruce ain't even the third smartest dude over there in DC Comics. Does that make him any less of a popular character? No, it don't. But it's because of your built-in prejudices, your built-in biases. You don't understand why one could do something. You got to fall back and say the obvious as if the obvious is justification. It's not. Popularity has never been a justification for being stupid. Popularity has never been a justification for being ignorant. Popularity has never been a justification to oppress people. And your statement, quite a few of y'all on social media, is telling. T'Challa came out in 1966. You a comic book fan, who fault that is that you don't know something about him? Is that the character's fault or is that your fault? Because the black person that's a comic book fan, no, scratch that. Any comic book fan is going to be able to call you on your bullshit. Any comic book fan is going to be able to call you, watch this. You're not going to like it when I say it, but sometimes it is what it is. Any comic book fan is going to be able to call you on your racist, bigoted bullshit. It is. Because the comic book fans know more about every damn character than you do about your so-called favorite character. Your so-called favorite character. Neville, how you doing and who you got? Peace, Theo. Why they don't have the super chat option anymore on your channel? From what they were saying, that's a great question, by the way, because I didn't actually know that was going on. YouTube, damn, thank you. YouTube hit me up and they said that there was an issue somewhere with the pay. How I had my profile set up, I don't know how. So I went back in and updated it and everything like that. They said they're gonna review it in a few days. So that'll be with that, that'll be and everything like that. But hey, the Cash App is there. I ain't mad. Thank y'all so much. So, but yeah, that's what wound up happening. They actually sent me an email, I want to say like 3 days ago and everything like that. Told me what was going on with the monetization. So yeah. At least they let me know. And you want to do something about it. So I definitely appreciate that. But yeah, so if we're gonna have conversations about popularity in regards to superhero, well, there is no black superhero that's as popular as a white superhero. And we know it. We know that. Aurora is not as popular as Wonder Woman. Now, hey, watch this one. Wonder Woman is known worldwide more so than Aurora Monroe is. That is absolutely a fact. But I don't think Diana Prince. I don't think her fans. Aurora got a lot of love. Aurora got it's quite a few females that don't look like Aurora want to be Aurora. So I don't know. But when we look at these characters, it's the reason why we sitting up here, the damn Rock With Me Nation Black Panther fan group recast T'Challa. It's the reason why we talk about black representation on this channel. And damn near every superhero y'all that's put out don't look like me. Okay. And then the ones that do look like me, you don't give two damns about them. You just throw them on the damn screen. And I'd be like, you know what, Mr. Ray Smith. Y'all lock in on this one. Mr. Ray Smith sent me a video the other day. If y'all would like for me to share the video with y'all, I would and everything like that. It's not on my channel. Beautiful video. Chadwick Boseman being interviewed by the guy that played Shazam in the DC movies and everything like that. And it was a Q&A period. Chadwick Boseman was being asked some questions. He was being asked some questions in regards to how does he feel about the character? How did he feel about working with different people? Were there certain acting gigs he wouldn't take? What means more to him? And I'm paraphrasing here. What means more to him? Not what means more to him, but how does he go about his process of acting and everything like that? And I believe what he said was he believes every writer should act and every actor should write. For him, what he wanted to do, what he preferred doing, was being an actor, but be involved in the process. Not necessarily a director per se, but a writer, so you can know where you're supposed to be at, because how you gonna tell somebody what to do when you've never done it? One of the things he alluded to was the jobs that he wouldn't take, certain acting gigs, basically referred to the guy that can't read, can't drive, and can't swim. Mr. Ray Smith, you tell me if I got somebody wanted him to take on the role of a character, and the character could not read. Of course, the character was a criminal. The character could not read, could not drive, and could not swim. And he was trying to figure out, well, how is this dude involved in bank robberies? So he didn't take the role. Another thing that he alluded to was the creative process with Black Panther. Now, I want y'all to understand something. And this be one of them times when I sit back and I say, all y'all that be over there talking about Chadwick Boseman, shut up. Don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. Because every time you open up your mouth, I get offended. Because if you cared about him like that, you would study up on the guy and not misquote him. If you cared about him like that, like you say you do, you would want to see certain things done. You wouldn't just be using his name, but hell, if Disney can use his image, I guess you can use his name to just say whatever hell you want to. But one of the things that he alluded to was that, and it was great. Like I said, once again, Mr. Smith, thank you so much for that. One of the things he alluded to was that in the process of the script, what they wanted, and he talked about it, but not really go in detail about it, was that they really did want them to talk like Europeans, the Wakandans. He had a problem with it. He had a problem with it. Nobody else. He had a problem with it. He couldn't understand. How are they speaking European and they've never been conquered? Damn. Damn. He had to ask that question. Not the Black executive. Not the Black writer director. Not the comic book executive, whose vision the MCU belongs to. None of them. The guy who graduated from Howard said, no, that ain't gonna work. And was able to historically account for every time somebody left their home as a high school student, went and studied abroad and came back. Yes, they would be speaking English, but it wouldn't be European like that. No, you would still hear a hint of their accent. He said that on stage. It be one of them things. Now, mind you, Mr. Smith sends me the video, so I don't listen to the video. I don't watch the video for me to be right. I really am watching the video for me to hear something that's going to bother me. That's going to make me feel some type of way. Because I don't want to make it, I don't want it to be with Theo Dam. You saying what he said. I don't want it to be that. I do low-key do want to get it wrong, because then that would prove some other people right. But no, he's telling you every time we sit down, every time we watch a video, who he is. This is one of the most unselfish cats out there. In every video, he keep talking about Black representation. Every video, he keep highlighting it. Well, damn, if he's, never mind. But the lack of Black representation on film, TV, hell, even music videos, is why the black character ain't ever as popular. Why do we expect Fastos to be popular? Fastos, the Eternals, who, if for no other reason, if he's physically in shape, now the cameras are on him just a little bit longer. We can get what's my brother name? Christopher Hemsworth, butt bookie naked. Women go crazy, right? I can't get that for Brian, can I? No, even though Brian is in a heterosexual relationship where women can ooh and ah and Google and God over him all day, every day, twice on Sunday. No, that's not what we put out there for black representation. No, we finna gender bend him. Two things we didn't do with that character. We didn't make the character sexually appealing to the eye, nor did we make the character who they were supposed to be. That character was actually supposed to appeal to two different demographics, well, three. Black male, black women were supposed to like him because he was supposed to look physically imposing. And then low-key, he was supposed to be that black dude that white women would look at. He was supposed to check off three demographics. He didn't get none of them. I can't even swear. This Theo don't do it. No. Because I keep that saying. I can't swear if the demographic he was aimed at, his characterization was aimed at, I can't even say they found him aesthetically appealing to the eye. Ain't never asked, so I don't know. But three demographics. We didn't get that. You didn't get that. Okay, well, you got him playing the black villain against Aquaman. Okay, that's going to go down real nice. So let me see if I got this right. See, I just want to see if I got this right. So you finna have Black Manta on screen be responsible for Aquaman baby's death? But T'Challa can't get no retribution on Zemo? I'm just gonna say low key, I know how Aquaman's supposed to end. If this ain't the comic books. this ain't the comic books. If Aquaman 2 don't end the way it's supposed to, that ain't gonna go right. Because folks done already walked out the movie theater. So you either had to do some nice little editing, or you got to make that one right. Because I know how it goes. Every comic book fan in the comics, every comic book fan know what play out in the comics. Every comic book fan knows how it's gonna play out in the comics, knows how it played out in the comics, and is not bothered by what's gonna take place on the big screen. Ain't gonna be traumatic at all. It's not. It's not. We know gonna be sad, but no different than we saw what happened to T'Chaka. No, we didn't. Black representation. So when you say that character over there more popular, we know why. Aquaman ain't saving him. No, he ain't. They did Fastos so wrong, turned them into. Listen, I don't even want to see how you just said that. I be trying to. They didn't even turn him into North Star. Because people like, no. See, I'll be careful with my word. They didn't even turn him into North Star. They ain't turn him into North Star. They ain't turn him into Wicked. They ain't turn him into Hulkling. I don't know who that was. That ain't even Obsidian. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that was. I don't know who that is. I don't. Y'all like Theo. You see all them names I just named off? I just dropped a whole bunch of names in there. Sure did. He ain't act like none of them. They crammed Jeff Johns' whole Aquaman run in the first film. They did. Yeah, he ain't act like none of them. My dog sitting up there crying, and I'm like, "What you crying for? What is you crying? What? Now I ain't even want to use proper English. What is you crying for? What is your big grown ass crying for? What is you crying? Stop crying. Stop. No, you too big. Literally, you too big. No, dead ass. You too big. Stop crying." Batman told Cap that Cap could probably beat him up, but it would take a while. T'Challa has beaten Cap. The only time Cap came out on top was when I do there. Bruce has yet to recover from the L Bang gave to him. Look how easily he is manipulated once you know what motivates him. You better not threaten nobody in T'Challa's family. And every comic book fan, see, that be the thing. Every comic book fan, does Bruce have more fans? Yeah. We know what them comic book fans know what T'Challa gonna do though. T'Challa not doing that. Threaten somebody in his family if you want to. All right. Last dude did that, missing an arm. Like, can we just go ahead and say the reason? Well, I know MCU fans don't know, but comic book fans know the reason why one of the Fantastic Four preeminent villains is missing an arm. It's because the King of Wakanda, as a kid, did something Bruce didn't do in Crime Alley. Y'all. He did something Bruce ain't doing Crime Alley. Bruce stood there. Now, see, I don't want to do that part there because, like, Theo, no. Bruce stood there. That ain't what T'Challa did. One responded like a typical rich kid. The other responded like a prince who was being trained to be a king. I don't think I told not one lie then. I don't think I lie on this channel, period. I don't. I might be wrong sometimes because inaccurate, but just deliberately sharing misinformation. I don't believe that's what we do over here. So Fastos was a bunch of tropes that made it. People think, listen, there were so many other ways they could have did that character. Dude could have came in jacked. If he comes in jacked and acts like Fastos, but he's gay, I'm still having an issue with the role because they changed up his sexual orientation. But at least that goes against the stereotypical tropes that they, like you said, that they put out there. I was like, oh man. So the dude that can fly near the sun, he blonde hair, blue. Okay, he blonde hair, blue eyes. That was Nate Moore's movie though. That was Nate Moore's movie, so y'all can thank Nate Moore for that one. T'Challa pulled out his baby panther claws and sliced and diced. Slice and dice. To quote one of the Batman movies, with the dude that was, what was it, Batman? Not Batman Year One. Batman: The Dark Knight Return. Yeah. Slicey dicey, the mutants and everything like that. Damn, I never considered T'Challa and Bruce's reaction to their parents' murder. Just open my it was right there. Bruce did what he was supposed to do. Mama, daddy. Ain't nobody teaching that dude to whoop no ass at that age. T'Challa sprung, and watch this. This me. Claw better be glad it was just T'Challa and Shorty in that room. He better be glad Hunter wasn't in that room. Which, by the way, I really can't wait to. I really can't wait till the day we get to see the royal family reunited. I don't know. I don't know. I would like that to happen before my 56th birthday. I know y'all probably got stories wrote. I turned 56 next year, but yeah, we can do it in one shot. Do it one shot. Hunter and T'Challa been at odds with one another since ever. Can we please fix that? Both of them love T'Chaka. And Yami adopted Hunter. So that was his mama. So he loved his mama. That's T'Challa's mama. They love both mom and daddy. They do. They do. So can we fix that, please? Before 2025 get here, can we fix that? Please. Do a one shot if you have to. Fix it. This no different than you need to fix that Aurora T'Challa relationship, but I believe that's coming sooner than later. You say T'Challa was trilled from ill. I got quiet when you said I still don't know why they had Ultron cut off T'Challa's arm. So if I sit back and I sit up here and I say to you, they literally castrated T'Challa as a character or declawed him, if you will, before he even got into his own damn movie. It hit hard if you find out, because Claw could have showed up in Avengers Age of Ultron, Soul Ultron, the Adamant, the Vibranium, and everything like that. Claw and Zemo should have showed up in Civil War. What should have wound up happening in Civil War? Claw is directly responsible for T'Chaka being killed. That's how you get that. You get Zemo being maimed at the end of Captain America Civil War. Claw shows up again in Black Panther, and T'Challa takes his arm off. No, that ain't what happened. Like I said, I was talking to Juju the other day. Y'all, while I do this real quick, shout out to Juju. Remember the Rock With Me Nation? We got this in the building. We are currently digesting and everything like that. So Juju did get this into me and everything like that. Thank you so much, my brother. We will digest this. Rock With Me Nation. If you know me, grow me, sharing is caring. He took care of this. So we definitely going to jump on top of this and everything like that. But if you look at what wound up happening to T'Challa, the cultural no-nos in Captain America Civil War, the cultural no-nos, the things that lock on to a demographic, the things that resonate with a demographic, you got to be locked in. You got to be keyed in. I point out what Dwayne McDuffie did when he worked at Marvel. You tuned in. You know your people. Hey, man, you cannot call this dude Bucky. What? You can't do that. That's not going to work. That ain't going to fly in my culture. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Black executive, black writer. And that's not even Captain America Civil War. What I'm looking at, and this is no shade to anybody except for the executives there, because you should. The writer-directors don't know the comics. We know they're not required to read the comics. You don't know the comics. You don't know the characters. It's a question of whether or not you even know your culture. But if we look at where the writer-director said he came from, well, in your culture, in that culture that we talking about where you come from, Zemo was supposed to die. That dude killed his father. Culturally speaking, Zemo was supposed to be done. If you didn't want to kill off Zemo because you had other plans for Zemo, Zemo wears a mask But see, this is where people read comics. They know the significance of the mask. The mask is not removable, not something he just takes off at his whim. He don't look right up under that mask. That was your perfect opportunity for T'Challa to maim him. But what that would have looked like? No. What that would have looked like? Because I'm waiting on y'all to tell me T'Challa ain't done that. You got more of T'Challa showing you how he feels about people when he took on the Soul Strangler. Because I'm leaving something out, but y'all remember when that story came out, who did he take on? What organization did he take? We talk about imagery. What organization did he take on? Okay, yeah, he did. Okay, you would have had T'Challa, representation, visual imagery. You would have had somebody that looked like me maiming somebody that don't look like me. Twice. I don't necessarily. If the general public is going to be upset about what Black Manta is going to do to Arthur Curry's son in the upcoming, and that's what's causing them to, even though they know that's comic book accurate, if that scene had to be changed, if that scene had to be altered, updated, because a certain demographic was going to feel some type of way, they was going to feel that way then too. Except it would have been justified on our end. That don't look right. He got declawed. He got declawed in Captain America Civil War, and he got declawed in Black Panther, his own movie, because that should have been him taking off Claw's arm. And every Black Panther fan knows it. So what winds up happening? Culturally speaking, that character looked weak. Culturally speaking, that character looks soft as drugstore cotton. Culturally speaking, it's looking like that character is not going to do, watch this. Culturally speaking, that character got portrayed like Bruce, because that's what Bruce would have did. That's what Bruce would have did. Bruce would have yelled and not killed Zemo. Bruce would have held up his hand and not taken out the Joker. T'Challa not doing that. T'Challa not doing that. And then T'Challa not cutting no deal with Eric Ross. Like, oh, we got to have he coming back to Wakanda tonight. When he coming back to Wakanda tonight. If you gonna talk to him, you can talk to him from a Wakandan prison cell, but he'll be here? No, he coming back to Wakanda tonight. I can't promise you he gonna live to see the morning, but he coming back to Wakanda tonight. If Marvel was smart, they would have let T'Challa take out Zemo, so that weight would have hit more when he found out his dad took out his brother the same way. T'Challa is not ruthless in the MCU. You gave all that to Killmonger. All of it. All of it. The Marvel executives write the movie. They thought Bucky blew that conference up, but it was really Claw. Zemo's beef should have strictly been tied to what Steve did to his family during WW2. Absolutely. T'Challa versus Claw, Zemo versus Cap Bucky. And I tell him I would have had Claw lose a limb in Captain America Civil War fighting T'Challa. Either way, it had to be T'Challa doing it. That was his fight. It had to be him doing it. Culturally speaking, it don't look right. Aesthetically speaking, it don't look right. But when people make certain statements in regards to the character's popularity, I think the audience would have been like, oh, I think everybody would have got excited he take off Claw's arm. Because I think that's what everybody was waiting for. Like, but Claw already missing an arm. You want that moment? That was the wild moment right there. You want that wild moment where he lock in? Fans lock in? Fans like, oh, that's that dude right there. He should have maimed Zemo. He should have took them claws straight across Zemo's face, requiring that actor to always wear that mask. Daniel Bruhl, I think that's his name, Daniel Bruhl. Yeah, requiring him to always wear that mask. He should have had, if Claw, if it can be said in Age of Ultron that Claw got branded, then Zemo should have got made. That ain't what you did. But we talking about popularity. And that's why you gave people looking more, and that's why that's what that was. You got him out here being a hard ass. No. And then, can I say he doubled down on throwing shade on T'Challa even in Black Panther 2. Like what you just said, not tell him, Killmonger actually alluded to that to Shuri in the Djalia, talking about your brother too noble. I don't know who idea that was to write that line, but I'm just gonna say that line got me in my feelings. Every time I think about that line, you just need to know I'm low key in my feelings, and I'm saying that not to the Rock With Me Nation. I'm saying that to whoever wrote that line. I'm in my feelings about that line. I am, because that was shade for no reason. It was, but him and Theo, I think after watching Black Panther, I don't think they have prisons in Wakanda. Oh, they got them. They got them. They got them. You don't want to be there, but they got them. And you got them. Let's see. T'Challa is not ruthless in the MCU. You gave it all that to Killmonger, absolutely. So yeah, we know T'Challa is capable of doing all that. We do. No different than we know what Bruce Wayne is capable of. But there's a reason why we know what Bruce Wayne is capable of. It's the reason why we know the personality differences between Tim, Dick, and Jason. But them same people that know the differences between Tim, Dick, and Jason don't know a damn thing about T'Challa. It's because you got them biased. You probably don't know a damn thing about Jefferson Pierce either. You probably know about Batman and the Outsiders, but you probably don't know that Jefferson Pierce actually led the Outsiders at one point in time. You don't. You probably did not watch Black Lightning. You didn't. If whatever show came on before Black Lightning that had you in it went off, you switched the channel because you can't be bothered. You see no value in the character because you don't see yourself in the character. That's honest. That's you being dead ass honest. But just understand there's a difference between popularity and qualification. It don't matter because that's your favorite character or not. You should know what your favorite character can and can't do based on the comic books. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. You disrespect the character played by the man you say you are. There to honor Houseway. Comic Heinrich Zero is Helmut's father. Sometime adjustment would have been needed, like Cap killed his grandfather in WW2. It could have, or just not even use the WW2 character. Like they didn't have to use him. Like I said, the thing is that I understand updating stories for modernization purposes. I do. When people try and movie explain stuff, I'll be like, stop trying to movie explain stuff to somebody that was watching movies before you was born. Just stop. Because when you try and movie explain stuff, to me, you're insulting my intelligence. So when I look at Marvel movies and everything, I'm like that, okay, you want to put Zemo in Ultron? Okay, now you understand you're introducing Zemo and Vibranium. So you must now understand the significance of Zemo's role and how it relates to other characters in the MCU. You can't just make this about this particular movie. You're doing some world building here. Okay, well, you can introduce Zemo. He cuts the deal with Ultron and everything like that. Ultron gets the Vibranium. Zemo alludes to some stuff that he got to do someplace else. Okay, well, next time we see Zemo is in Captain America Civil War. He is responsible for T'Challa being killed. Makes sense. The way he talked about T'Challa, that dude did everything he could in the movie to let us know that he really had an issue with Wakandans. He did. They didn't go over the fence with it, but he was definitely letting us know, I started to say it. He didn't like black people. Great subtle job by the actor, by the way. So what you do is, okay, well, you got Zemo, who's responsible, who's mad at the Avengers. Okay, Claw takes the opportunity, since T'Chaka is there, to get rid of T'Chaka directly. Don't make his death be a matter of convenience where he just died because he just happened to be there, wrong place, wrong time. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. No, have Claw kill him directly. That way you get the 2-for-1. T'Challa mad. Zemo had something to do with it indirectly. So T'Challa don't take his life. He just maiming. Now he got at the end. Now he got the reason to have that damn mask on. T'Challa catch up with Claw in Black Panther. I'm mad about you killing my daddy in Captain America Civil War. I'm taking that arm off. It look like a win. It sounds like a win-win to me. T'Challa gets painted as a badass. That's what you want. You got justification for Claw missing an arm, and you ain't killing him off. Now that's the damn thing. You ain't killing him off. You're gonna bring him back. You need him. The Fantastic Four coming in. Of course, you would know this if you read comics though. If you the Frightful Four, Sandman, Claw, the Wizard, Medusa, the Frightful Four. The Frightful Four. That's all I'm saying. The Frightful Four. That's all I'm saying. The Frightful Four. The Frightful Four. Moment missed. The leader. You did the Frightful Four. That's all I'm saying. The Frightful Four. Theo being, you mean Claw, right? Yeah. Zemo is a lovable dancing Nazi in the MCU. Yes. You know what? I wonder how many of us was offended when Zemo was dancing on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, I wonder how many of us were offended. And when I say us, I mean, I wonder how many of us that's social media influencers that look like me. I wonder how many of us let it be known we was pissed off about that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was 38 high. I like, this what we talking about? This what we talking about? This same damn series. Well, y'all remember when Lamar Hoskins took that dirt nap? I had one of my fellow co-workers back in the day and everything like that. They said, Theo, I don't think he gone. I said, he gone. They said, nah, Theo, they ain't kill him off like that. I went to the dude's IMDb account. The actor. Pulled up how many episodes he was scheduled to show up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I took a screenshot of it and I sent it to my homeboy. I said, no, he dead. He said, man, I ain't asked you to do all that research. No. Cause see, you might just think I'm lying. No, I told you that dude was dead. He dead. I'm not just gonna say it just to be saying it. No, I'm telling you what I know. He gone. Why wasn't Mackie offended by that? We know what you're talking in the comments. Ain't sparing Zemo in the mouth. No. Yeah, Zemo is a Master's evil member. Thunderbolt found it. Yeah, we could have had all that. So I'm like, no, that dude gone. I sat up there, I was like this. When Carly did like this and he went flying, his back hit the wall, all I heard, I knew it was a rap because they made sure you heard that sound, that sickening crack sound. They made sure you heard that, and then his neck kind of slumped over, blood leaking out his mouth. I said, watch this. as a veteran / comic book fan, I don't have any good thing to say about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't. I'm my stomach just turned all the way across the board. I don't care if we're talking about the character Carl Lumley played. I don't care if we're talking about the character Sam Anthony Mackie played. I don't care if we're talking about the character that Battlestar. I don't care if we're talking about Zemo. I don't care if we're talking about John Walker. I don't care if we talk about Sharon Carter. I don't care if we talking about John Walker's wife. I don't care if we talking about Lamar Hoskins being sacrificed instead of John Walker's family got sacrificed, like I know they did in the comics. I have nothing good. You know what? I can say the actors and actresses did their job. I got that in me. Cat's dog Sam, but I really hated Zemo Sharon Elaine from Steinfeld. Ain't calling her contestant back. Hell no. Too many damn names. I was more pissed when they made him a dancing man. Listen. Remember when I said people's built-in biases and prejudices and everything like that? You have some people today, and this is just me being transparent. When I see folks that are so happy about that portrayal, you're in the entertainment business, you're in the comic book business, you're in the comic book review business, you're in the social media influencer business. When I see people, regardless of whether they are me or they aren't me, celebrating that short video clip, portraying, calling, putting on a front that they're a comic book fan, but they do not point out what transpired with Lamar Hoskins. When they go above and beyond to belittle the characterization of Lamar Hoskins, that bothers me because there's no check. And that's where the popularity, that's where the ignorance, that's where the stupidity is allowed to grow and to fester. Because you have people that say they're one thing, but they're not. See little to no value in characters that look like you, to the point where they're even bothered enough to get educated on these characters. Not bothered to get educated on characters that look like you in ways in which you've chosen, made a conscious decision to get educated on characters that look like them. That it don't come back like that. Anthony Mackie doesn't care about the comic books or the importance of black characters. All he cares about is making money. It ain't just him. It ain't just him. It ain't just him. I don't want to single him out with it. And then not only do I not want to single Anthony Mackie out for it, you're the comic book fan. You're the comic book fan. I know we hear people say they're comic book fans, but you know what? You weren't hearing them people say they were comic book fans in the 80s. You knew who you were. You knew who you were. You didn't hear them people talking about being comic book fans in the 90s, regardless of who they are. Regardless of who they are, you didn't. You didn't. You ain't hear none of that. But you know who you knew was a comic book fan, though. Okay, I get it. Everybody named mama a damn comic book fan right now. Okay, cool. Well, what character we think Theo playing? No. It could be a rhetorical question. What character are you playing? You're a comic book fan. You say you're a comic book fan. What character can they put in front of you that you're going to play? I love challenging people with this question. Give me a black Marvel character who had a good outcome in the MCU. They all call hell. Every last one of them. 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 But if you What character? Because if I look at the actors and actresses in Hollywood, they don't know the roles. I'm not saying they care. I'm not saying they don't care. I'm saying they don't know the roles. So what role would you play? What superhero would you play as an actor? I know it's quite a few they can't offer me. He did. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. You're not wrong at all, Cornelius. You're not wrong at all. I went there and I looked at, and he not old either. That's why I was like, y'all could have did something with this dude. Why the hell did y'all kill him off? This made no damn sense. No damn sense. Do you know what compelling stories you could have told if you kept this dude alive? With him and John Walker trying to reestablish their relationship. John then went off the reservation. He trying to bring John back. That's low-key what happened in the damn comics. Boy, y'all can't, boy, look. Nope. Kill him off. Kill him off for what? What for? John's family being killed off. Now that would have been the emotional pull you needed right there, because that would have made it real personal. Like they went after his family. Oh, he'd have had a real reason to be pissed off then. But that's comic book accurate. Why they couldn't kill off his family? Why do I know that though? Why I know that's what happened in the comics? Because I'm a comic book fan. So, to be real, I've only heard Hugh Jackman, Charlie Cox, Sebastian Stan, Chadwick, not Iman reference source material. That tell you a whole lot right there. That tell you a whole lot right there, because when you say Hugh Jackman, that's Fox. When you see Charlie Cox, that's Netflix. When you say Sebastian Stan, that's phase 1 and 2. You say Chadwick, okay, that's phase 2. It's a gap. It's a gap there between 3, 4, and 5. It is. And Iman Vellani, she there by herself, po thing. She there by herself. She ain't got no backup. She ain't got no backup. But see how that look? That's crazy. That says a lot in it right there of that whole little comment. Hugh Jackman, Fox. That ain't got nothing to do with Marvel. Charlie Cox, Netflix. Well, Marvel act like they don't know what they want to do with Daredevil season 4. Sebastian Stan. 1 and 2. Then they want to make this dude the White Wolf. Chadwick, that's the dude that had to tell them they not speaking perfect English in Wakanda. That's what he had to tell them. Okay. Derek Luke is the only one who was unscathed, but who remembers him in the first Avenger though? I was so excited. I was excited because I knew who he was. Oh yeah, we in here. Come on, somebody, we in here. I saw Torch. I said, hey now. They might be. Nope, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. I thought we would have at least got an Invader movie or something like that. Nope. I don't know how we getting the Union Jack reference, but ain't got not one damn Union Jack. Ain't got no Spitfire. Ain't got no Toro. I probably need to scale back my nerdom. I'm probably being too much of a nerd. What's going on, Mr. Martin? What's going on? I have to admit there is no character that I could play in the MCU, and I don't think I would want to anyway, because they would get it wrong. They would get it wrong. Marvel needs to relicense back to Netflix. Also send T'Challa that way as well. I don't know what Marvel needs. Oh. Hey man, I'm rooting for y'all. I don't know what. But what like I said, this video was more than anything else to address the whole popularity thing. I'm so damn sick and tired of that. Like that be the whole thing. You gonna say popular? I'm gonna start making people have uncomfortable conversations. I am. That whole popular thing, because popularity ain't got nothing to do with the questions on the table. The question on the table, who would win in a fight? It's T'Challa. It's T'Challa. We didn't ask who was running for prom king, prom queen. We didn't ask that question. We didn't ask who was running for student body president. That wasn't the question that we asked. We said who would win in a fight. That's the question. So all this, well, he would win because nobody gives two damns about that. You stating the obvious. Who would win in a fight? Marvel Studios Spitfire. Yeah, I know. And if we ain't getting Union Jack, we ain't getting Spitfire, we ain't getting Destroyer. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep thinking about the missed opportunities because there was a lot of movies, a lot of Disney Plus shows we could have had. Like, y'all not watching no Disney Plus Invaders? Y'all not watching Invaders on Disney Plus? I probably would need to make that a movie. Too many characters and everything like that. But a cartoon, The Invaders, y'all not effing with that? And since we talking about the 1999, 99 and everything like that, I could have used some cartoons to add some world building to my 1999. I could have called it 1999, The Animated Adventures. I'm just saying, like, we could be making money. We could have did an Invaders movie. We could have had Submariner. We could have had the Submariner, not more. We could have had the Submariner in the movie. We could have had something. We could have had Heroes for Hire, Daughters of the Dragon. We sit up here. Which one y'all more excited for? Would be more excited for? Daughters of the Dragon, spinning right off the heels of Netflix, or the White Tiger. Like, you got to roll this thing forward. We could have introduced the male White Tiger, Hector Ayala, in the Daughters of the Dragon. We could have had Sons of the Dragon. We could have had that in there. Fists of the Dragon. We could have had them three dudes in there. Y'all messing stuff up. We could have introduced him. Could have gave him his own Disney Plus series. That would have did something. Could have introduced his sister and his niece. Just like you did with Kamala Khan and her whole family. You could have given him his own Disney Plus series. You could have. And then in the second season, his sister could have put that on. You could have. Y'all be missing money. Y'all be missing money. Heroes Behind Us. Yeah. Fun fact, Jacqueline Farnsworth became a vampire. I had a thing. Yeah, they missing money. They missing money. Like, bro, y'all missing money. Y'all keep coming up with Disney. What if? Do y'all know how much money? They say they put out too much content. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I talk to y'all too much. I talk to y'all too much. I do. I talk to y'all too much. It ain't the fact that you putting out too much content. You putting out too much BS. Do you not know you literally got enough content? You got enough content to drop a movie every 2-3 months, to drop a Disney Plus series every other month if you want to do so. Like, you got that much content and all have it tie in together. That's the damn shame about it. You got that much damn content, that many damn characters where you could have, oh my God. I don't even know how to do it. Jen and Matt are both lawyers. They both lawyers. They could have been popping up on each other's show. Tom Hop, oh my God. You know what? You had the vision. I ain't mad at that. They say Kevin Feige had the vision. You had the vision of bringing together one connected universe. I don't think you got the vision to maintain it. Like, I don't, but because to maintain it, you would have to know about them characters. And you might have been leaning on some folks to tell you about these characters. No such thing as too much content as long as it's fresh. Exactly. More like Disney, just why they're not putting the wrong content. Yeah. Like, don't say you got enough content to keep people busy. Like, I don't. First, if you do a world, first of all, there should be a World of Wakanda Disney Plus series. There should. There should be an Avengers World Disney Plus series. It should. You should be doing something with the Avengers. Don't just have them sitting off to the side like that. Monica Rambeau should have had a Disney Plus series as well. You should have never killed off. Tony should be back. Iron Man 4 should be called Iron Man 4: The Return. Iron Man 4 should be called Iron Man 4: The Return. Stop killing off these characters acting like they're real people. Harry Potter is not real. And if Harry Potter ain't dying in the comics, we're not killing off Harry Potter. Stop acting, they're fictional characters. Superheroes die just to be reborn. They don't stay dead long. Stop that. Stop trying to age up superheroes and everything like that. No, you age up superheroes if you dropping a movie off every year. But if you're not dropping a movie off every year, we're not aging up superheroes. Stop doing that. Recast the damn hero. That's part of the benefit of being in the entertainment industry and you working with characters that never die. You don't have to kill them. Ain't nobody killing off Batman for what? We don't care. Adam West Batman is still very much alive. He is. Ain't nobody killing off Adam West Batman. We're not doing that. We're not. So deadly hands are Kung Fu. Yeah. So stop killing off the characters. So, like I said, getting back to the heart of the matter, this is why when you say popular don't make it right. Popular don't make it qualified. Popular just means that's what you like. And if the general public likes Bruce more than they like T'Challa, that's because the general public has been made more aware of Bruce than T'Challa. Doesn't mean that T'Challa isn't a more complicated character than Bruce is. Doesn't mean that Bruce is a more complicated character than T'Challa is. But comic book fans know the differences between these characters. And it has nothing to do with the general audience or their popularity. No, it has actually to do with what's been written in the comic book. So when you say popularity, that's code for you don't read. That's code for you got a built-in bias or prejudice, or you would be able to articulate what those differences are. Pros and cons even. Keep up with these notes. Early on, Kevin did mention recasting all these at some point. That obviously changed years later. I think Night Thrasher should have been in Black Panther 2 instead of Ironheart. That's fair. That's fair. Yes, that's absolutely fair. But that's you, Mr. Martin, putting a dude in the movie. That movie wasn't aimed at dudes. That movie wasn't aimed at men, black men. That movie was not anything to uplift men, black men. Now that's crazy. That's crazy when I say that. That movie was nothing to uplift, encourage black men whatsoever. What we said was we can't do both. We can only encourage, uplift black women. We can't do both. Bruce caught a popular ass whooping this weekend when he was compared to T'Challa. Like I said, I know what Bruce is capable of. I know what Bruce has studied. And it's all I know the folks that trained him, and they all about that life. They are about that life. I just know so is T'Challa. I just know he is, and T'Challa gonna take it to a level Bruce not gonna take it. And somebody alluded to, you got the guy, regular human, taking on a dude. And see, this is another thing when you talking to people. You got Bruce taking on a super soldier. Okay, so while I know what's in Bruce's costume, I also know what's in T'Challa's costume. So how is Bruce cutting through T'Challa's costume? The only time the fight get even with Bane is when he get Bane down to his size. T'Challa is already stronger than Bruce. What is Bruce finna hit T'Challa and hurt himself? That's what's gonna happen. He gonna hit him and he gonna hurt himself. Now T'Challa being who he is, when he hit Bruce, he gonna rock it. Bow. Bruce like, wait, because Bruce thinking that's a regular dude, but he not gonna hit him like a regular dude because he's superhuman. That's the same dude that didn't wrestle down a damn rhinoceros. I ain't never heard us talk about Bruce that wrestled down no damn. So when he hit Bruce, he gonna break some ribs. He hit Bruce, he gonna knock some teeth loose. He hit Bruce. He hit Bruce. Yes, whatever y'all want to say this made out of, he cracking it when he hit it. He is. What is Bruce pulling out? If he kicked Bruce, he hurting Bruce. What? This dude got on a vibranium mesh weave suit. What is Bruce doing with that? Nothing. Nothing. He didn't study martial arts abroad. T'Challa didn't study martial arts abroad. T'Challa is an intellectual peer with Reed Richards. I've never heard somebody say that Bruce is on the same level as Lex Luthor. I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard that. I ain't never, and that's what you got to tell me to get me on that. Or no. Bruce smart. He's smart. But I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard that. Bruce actually fought dinosaurs, though. It's ridiculous. He would put Bruce into the concrete. He fought him. He ain't knocking nobody out. He ain't wrestling nobody to the ground. Like, I'm with you. With preparation, as the Batman fans are. Well, if we give him preparation, then what is he finna do? Because if we giving him prep time, we giving T'Challa prep time. Now, Bruce got Gotham. T'Challa got Wakanda. City, nation. No Man's Land, Skrull invasion. No Man's Land, King in Black. No Man's Land, Chitauri. Like, you don't get to come in Wakanda. That's a whole damn nation. This dude had his city cut off from the rest of the United States of America. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I read it. Now, see, that go that whole popular thing again. I read them stories. Batman does prep time. T'Challa is prep time. Absolutely. That death battle already made it clear they have no idea how Batman would get through the suit. Man, you gonna throw out, watch this, and his suit insulated. You gonna throw out some smoke gas, okay? You gonna throw out, he can't see through it. That's what you finna use to disguise your presence. The dude that can literally sniff out souls, you gonna get your ass kicked to sleep. Quick. And watch this. Don't ask me about T'Challa and Bruce. That ain't the fight I want to see. I'm like, Theo, talk to me about Hunter and Bruce. No. Talk to me about Hunter and Bruce. That's the fight. T'Challa and Bruce, that's not the fight. And every Black Panther fan know that. Every comic book fan know that. That's not the fight. Talk to me about Hunter and Bruce. That's the fight I want to see. Bruce and Diana watching that ass whipping. Yo, Bruce, you good? Look out for that jab. Oh, that's gonna hurt your Bruce. You sure you got this for him? No, they ain't got it. You ain't got it. They ain't got it. Hunter giving Bruce that work. I'm just saying, that's the fight. Don't talk to me about T'Challa and Bruce. That ain't because that ain't the fight. Bruce gonna get his ass whooped by Cap. He getting his ass whooped by T'Challa. That's what that is. That's what it is. So I don't want to see that fight. I want to see Hunter and Bruce. That's the fight I want to see. That for quite a few reasons. Because I really want to see. I want to see Hunter look at Bruce. Because I know it's gonna be a lot of trash talking. I know it's gonna be a lot of trash talking in that one. That's the fight I want to see. I want to see that one. That's the one I'm interested in. That's the one I'm interested in. I'm interested in that one. That's the one Deathstroke against T'Challa would be a better fight than Bruce, but even with that one. But you already missing one eye. You already missing one eye. You ain't got the training. You ain't got the training that Bruce do. So I don't. Winter Soldier Bucky versus Bruce. Now Bruce might get something with that one. Bruce might have something with that one. I'm prep time. I'm hoping that he understand that Bucky got that arm, and that arm ain't no joke. Now I don't think he know how to take it loose like the Doors did, because that was kind of effed up how they just took the arm off. I thought that was effed up. Hunter gonna drag that man and everything. Got no chill. And we know it. That's the fight I want to see. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me about T'Challa and Bruce. That's not a fight. That's not a fight. I want to see the fight be equal. I want to see him and Hunter get into it. That's the fight I want to see. That's the fight that I want to see. That's the one that's gonna move the mountain for me. I know this probably wouldn't have happened even if Chadwick could live, but I really wanted a live action fight between T'Challa and Red Skull that we saw in Avengers Red Zone. Bucky versus John Wick. Mr. Martin, I kind of want to be like Kevin Garnett after the Celtics won NBA championship, and he said anything is possible. But for anything to be possible, you got to have anything is possible vision. Now, if I prior to, and you know me, I believe in equal energy. Now, prior to the MCU, prior to Kevin Feige, he gave us that. Now, he did give us a connected universe. Like, I'm not going to knock that. Yeah, Deathstroke is a much better match. We need to see this fight in a video with some action figure that should settle the debate. I would rather just, I feel you. I would really rather just do a in-depth detail, which would just amaze some people, because they'd be like, well, damn, you know a lot about both Batman and Black Panther? Yes, because I read comics. Like, damn, I know the utility belt. The utility belt is a mainstay. He got that. And yes, I know his knuckles are loaded, just like I know his knees are loaded, just like I know his toes are loaded. When I say the knees, he got the knee pads in there, right? They're reinforced. I know the toes of his boots are reinforced and everything like that. I know all that about Bruce. I got that. I got that. I know the helmet in his ears. He got transistor radio receivers in his ears and everything like that. I got that. I understand that. I know part of the reason why he got that big ass damn bat on his damn uniform is because that's where he wants you to shoot at. I got that. I know the helmet is made out of some type of material that's basically bulletproof. I got that. I'm with all that. I'm with that. I know the cape in and of itself is bulletproof and flame proof. I get that. I got that. See how I say all that? And I'm a Batman fan. I get it. I understand. One of the reasons why he got the lenses, because he do have lenses in his mask and everything like that, is so he can adjust his vision. I get it. I got it. Getting his ass whooped by T'Challa. Because what I just said about Bruce's costume, that's what that is. You don't know what the hell going on with T'Challa's costume, and I'm telling you, don't none of that match up. When is the Predator gonna show up in Wakanda? He better not. He better not. I don't. One Predator better not show up in Wakanda. Because if I sit back, man, I got to get with this book. I got to get the other one too. If I sit back and I honestly think about it, that's some good training for a Predator. That's some good. That's some damn good training. That's some damn good training. Let me say it one more time. That's some damn good training. That's some damn good training. That's some damn good training. Because I'm sitting up here like this. First of all, you got to get past the high two. That's if the diaspora, i.e. Bass, they don't have a problem with you. Because if they got a problem with you, based on the way we looking at Wakanda right now, you got the forerunners there. Like, it's a lot going on in Wakanda. Like, a Predator. First you got Cantu over there in the mute zone. You got him over there in the mute zone. So you as a Predator, you don't even know what's real, what's not, what's organic, what's artificial. That's the first problem. Then you got the Hatu, who got the same damn costume that T'Challa does. They got vibranium weaponry. I don't, and just like you can use infrared to see them, they can use infrared to see you. I don't know how, and you as a Predator, you ain't been shown to be bulletproof. No, you can get hurt. Then they got the teeth of the panther. I'm drawing a blank as to which panther did it, but I know Azudi made use of the teeth of the panther. You got them traps in Wakanda. What is you doing? Because they know where they at. You don't. Man. And then if you make it past that, if you make it past them, you got to deal with the doors. Like, I don't want to say it keep getting worse, but it's like the Panther is the boss. That's the boss. Like, you didn't make it through them. You didn't make it through the Zadaze and the doors unscathed. That's not how that happened. Just how they, yeah. How two daughters, Hunter and Shooty, crazy self, and that's not that. He better off hunting aliens. I know y'all like Theo Stark. No, I didn't make Wakanda damn near impenetrable like that. Marvel did. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Martin. Came out in 39. T'Challa would beat the steward out of Batman. Bruce Wayne, even if you didn't have the heart shaker. Bruce would be fighting somebody that ain't gonna be doing all that talking. And he ain't smarter than that dude. Like, if like I said, who's the smartest man in Marvel? Who's the smartest man in Marvel Comics? It's Reed Richards. Okay. Now, if I thought Reed Richards was that dude, I know the maker is that dude. Stay right there. The maker is the evil version of Reed Richards. Stay right there. Stay right there. The maker is the evil version of Reed Richards. Reed Richards said T'Challa is his intellectual peer. Do you Ultimate Invasion? What is an evil T'Challa capable of? What would an evil T'Challa be capable of? Shadow physics. What would an evil, because even Reed didn't do that. What would an evil T'Challa be capable of? Bruce not doing that. For them to make Bruce the person that they made him, he had to kill the Joker, not realizing the Joker had Joker toxin in his system. So when he killed the Joker, All that prep time, he didn't see that coming. all that prep time, no. All that prep time, all that prep time. So he planned on killing the Joker, but he didn't think that was gonna happen. He even said it to Superman, and nobody tested him for Joker toxin. That's the same kid that was in Crime Alley crying. That's the same kid that was in Crime Alley crying. But they wrote that story like that, so I get that. I understand that. Just understand when you say some been fighting Joker for damn near 100 years and you wasn't prepared for that. Exactly. So just understand, comic book fan, and maybe that's what it is. Comic book fan. Hydra Cap was a menace. Hydra Panther would have been crazy. That's the richest, that's the most technologically advanced country in comics, in Marvel Comics. Hey, I'd like to see that though. Now that I think about it, what if Wakanda took over the world? That's a nice what if comic book right there. Yeah, that is. Because that means he got to go to war with Atlantis. He got to go to war with Latveria. He got to go to war with the mutants. He got to go to war. Yeah, that's a nice little comic right there. I like to see that. What if Wakanda took over the world? I like to see that. I know we're probably not gonna get that because that would probably have some stuff that folks wouldn't feel comfortable with. Kind of like they wouldn't feel comfortable with it. Kind of like how I didn't feel comfortable with the What If cartoon where he became Star-Lord. It's just they would be able to justify why they didn't feel comfortable because they would say that reminded them of something. But I ain't saying it like this. What if Wakanda took over the world? I read that. I read that. That's got a lot of that comic book should be thick, and it should be some great characters in there. It should be. I love to read that. That would be a cool story, but they've already done it so many times with other characters. Maybe a multiverse story. Remember he has a whole no. They didn't did it with them. I don't. It don't need to be no. Yeah, it could be a what. Like I said, just a what if. Just what if. It ain't got to be 616. No, just what if. What if Wakanda took over the world? I'd love to see that. That man, listen. I love to see that. I love to see that. You watch this. Theo, no, y'all gonna like this one. Say we do a story. Y'all know how we feel about T'Challa and Aurora, right? Say we do a story where T'Challa finds out that in the future timeline, Aurora got killed. And that T'Challa snapped. And he took it out on the whole world. That T'Challa snapped and took it out on the whole world. And you could have it where that T'Challa, or rather a representative from that timeline, has to come back. It could be the gentle, Hunter. We don't use him enough. Hunter would come back and tell T'Challa it's always been him and Aurora. And if he don't make that right, I like that story. Yes, like a Flashpoint scenario. That way, as I alluded to before, we can tie it up with T'Challa and Hunter, or we can have it even be not T'Challa and Hunter, to T'Challa and Aurora, or it can be where their son, their children, son and daughter, come back. We've done this with Rachel Summers, come back because Aurora dies. T'Challa takes it out on the rest of the world, leads to the destruction of Earth. The children come back in time. T'Challa would be confused as to who they were, and they would let him know, we're your children. Well, actually, you're and Aurora's children, but we're your children. That would tie it up right then and there. And be like, listen, you and mom don't get together, we're gonna have a problem. So yeah. Remember, he has a whole, that, come on, yo. You remember when I talked about that? They deliberately made it, you saw that video that I did. They made a conscious decision to kill that dude off. That's what they wanted to do. They had opportunities to pivot, not kill him off, just write him out the script. You ain't chose to write him out the script. You chose to kill him off altogether. You never did that for anybody else. But listen, that's my time and everything like that. I just really want to discuss the whole popularity thing. Popularity is just a contest in regards to who knows you and who doesn't. And just because somebody knows you don't mean you the best person qualified for the job. I don't think any popularity contest has ever been a contest about qualification. Even in this country. But listen, that's my time. I'm out. Click, like, share, subscribe. Once again, Juju, thank you so much for this. We got to digest this. We got to knock this off. It's a lot of information in here and everything like that. We got to make it do what it do. Knock this stuff off. Just real quick. Y'all see T'Challa in here with a half mask? Y'all see T'Challa with the mask, with the partial mask on and everything like that? Y'all know for that mask to get put back on, people had to complain, right? I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.